Vacheron Constantin. It's one of the watches which I will never sell. It's one of the watches which I have been look at for it every single day. It's one of the watches which really, if you're a watch collection, you should have one of these watches. You should have, for many reasons, one of these watches, because you're never gonna get boring with one of these watches. The chronograph, it works perfect, and believe it or not, it's got same movement like Daytona, 10th movement, 1998, and it's got the same look of Daytona, but the difference of is because this is caliber 51517 and the Daytona is 51617. The Daytona is a winding up movement, and this one is an automatic. So they're pretty much the same look, same size of, same design of Vacheron Constantin. They try to be separated of Daytona, but when you look like in a little bit distance, you think it's Daytona's movement with Panda dial, which is one of the very collectible piece, which I love to collect that. And if it's one of the watch which I am looking to buy with a good price, and of course with a reasonably price, as I said, I can find it for 20 grand, but I'm trying to find something between 12 and 10 and 12,000. So this is pretty much the same like Daytona, but it's just beautiful watch. The details of this watch is another level. It really is another level. It's everything handmade. An overseas collection is one of the most expensive diving watches, really, because this is a sporty watch. It's stainless steel. It's pretty much the same. It's not that thick. Like when you get to these brands, they're not that thick, but you see that the size of it. It's quite comfortable, and God, it's just beautiful on your wrist. I mean, you cannot deny it. Then it's one of, by far, it's one of my favorite in the whole my watch collection, because it gives that look, and it gives that feeling that you got a beautiful watch in your wrist, and perhaps you cannot deny it. Well, it's a bit painful, this, because it should be on the other, but you cannot deny how great and how beautiful looks this watch in your wrist. I mean, it's just really is another level. Really, whoever loves watches knows what I'm talking about. This watch is really a miracle, really is. And I mean, everyone likes watches and wants to be a watch collector. You cannot call yourself watch collector if you don't have at least one piece from overseas from Vacheron Constantin, or any pieces, even perpetual calendar of Vacheron Constantin is one of the things which every watch collector wants to have, and particularly me, I want to have, and I will get a Vacheron Constantin overseas, or Vacheron Constantin perpetual calendar. No matter if it's stainless steel, no matter if it's 18 karat gold, white gold, platinum, even better. But you can't call yourself watch collector if you don't have one of these watches. And when you have Vacheron Constantin movement, house movement, it's pretty much the same. Like you have in a Patek Philippe, Calatrava or Gondola, or any Patek Philippe Nautilus, or any, it's one of the watches which really you have to put your hands on, and it makes you happy. You can double the money in 5-10 years with this watch. It's one of the things which you don't have to think twice. If you come across, you buy it and you don't think twice, because on this watch you are on money 24/7. Everyone loves it. Everyone wants to have one of these watches. Another great watch. More or less, count 10 pieces now. This is the watch which I have been look for it long time ago. It's my first time I review a Royal Oak Audemars Piguet common AP. A lot of people call AP. This is 41mm. It's quite new. I'm not saying that it's vintage, because 41mm very recently new brands. I mean the new references. Audemars Piguet. It's few. We are talking the 90s, for example, or 80s. Audemars Piguet. They're not this size, so they're 36 to even 30. I have seen gents. This one is particularly this one. I can't remember the reference because they got very long references, but it's called a Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 41mm. Quite recently I bought it for Christmas. It's quite an expensive watch really. With the ivory dial, you can see that it's a genuine watch, and I paid hell of money for this watch really. Another brand which I don't think twice when I come across to AP, Audemars Piguet. You can see that it's genuine movement with an 18 karat rotor and references and everything. So no, everyone knows about this, particularly this watch, knows that this watch is genuine, and it's got everything to look like a $1 million watch. It's one of the watches which really, if you do compare this one with this one, they're pretty much the same. If you want like sporty watches, this one is chronometer, this one is chronograph, but they're in the same line. They use stainless steel 920, which is bulletproof, brushed on Audemars Piguet, brushed on Vacheron Constantin, sapphire, which is pretty much the difference of this one is because the overseas collection doesn't have display case. On Audemars Piguet, Royal Oak, particularly this model, have a display case, which I love it. I love it. If you open this one, it's got a rotor 18 to 22 karat. This one, the overseas. So it's got, if it's the display case, you can see the same movement of Audemars Piguet, same movement on Vacheron Constantin, same style, same, but as I said, different on the line, so different on the style, different on the shapes and everything. But if you ask me which one I choose, I'm so sorry, but I go for Vacheron Constantin. I really do. It's quite a special watch for me, and I'm so happy and pleased to have this watch in my collection. But back here on Audemars Piguet, it's quite good watch. You can see it's a huge, very heavy watch, quite expensive watch. I have to say this is about £20,000 watch in the market. I haven't bought for £20,000, really I haven't, but I have paid up to 14,500 for it. It's quite expensive watch. You can see that it's called an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. The reference is hell no, it's a very long reference, but another good brand. And I think this is 2015 model. As I said, 2015 because it's 41mm. So if you check on my watch channel, you will see and you get more details of this watch. Particularly this is a sport watch, and Watchfinder they got just only one. They're quite rare to get and to put their hands on. I was looking for the blue dial, which is one of my favorite, 41mm with blue dial on Harrods, and that was for £19,500, and pretty much the same caliber and everything, but it was a blue dial. It's exactly the same movement, same design, same case of size, same size of gram from lugs to lugs, and everything the same, but the dial, it's, you know, I I I just like the blue, and I like the Oxford blue, and the dial, which is from this caliber, which is blue, Oxford blue. It just makes you feel happy, and just I love the dark blue, like the Oxford blue. I really do. And when it's in your watch and you got all that dial on blue, it looks like heaven. It looks like, it really does, makes a difference. So I came to, you know, across of this one, and I cannot deny it. I cannot let go, with a very good price. And but if it has like a blue dial, it really is something which I can wear 24/7. Um, I started liking it, even this one, because especially when the light shadows, it looks like silver, and it got that feeling like a great. Because I got most of my watches there is silver dial. I was thinking that the blue dial can be more fashion and more trendy and more desirable. But anyway, still they hold the value. When you get to an MRP gay, really they hold the value. Even in 10 years time, this watch I can double the money without a doubt. So it's another great piece to have in your watch collection. And if you call yourself watch collector, you should have one of these watches. You should have one of these watches for many reasons. One, is big. Two, it's sportive, and it holds the value. Even after 10 years, you can double that money. It's another MRP gate. It's one of the leading brands in Switzerland. All around the world, it's Adam RP gate. It's a very, very, very collectible piece. And very, very expensive, of course. And Adam RP gate, it doesn't come every day to your hand. So you have to get your hand if you come across. And don't let go of this piece. And believe me, you will get that money back even in 10 years time, because it's handmade, and it's everything, every single piece and every single component. It tells you that this watch is worth that much. Maybe it can be a little bit scary when you pay that money, but hey ho, after 10 years you can get that money back. Or even if you want, any times you can get money back from one of the watches like this. It's the leading and the most collectible and the most selling reference, this one, all around the world. So it's one of the best watches out there. Guys, it was absolutely tremendous and pleasure for me to make this video today, and to share all my passion with you guys. And I appreciate it that you've been supportive from the beginning. I started doing this. The watches is something that's really come with me, my personality, from since I remember. So I'm trying to be as much as I can helpful for you guys. If you want to buy watches, or if you want to know about watches or about brands, you have to do search before you get, because there are a lot of people, fake people, which they sell fake watches. I call them fake people if they have fake watches. So they very quite similar to the original one, but I really want you guys that before you put your hands on, and if you want to buy a watch occasionally, or if you want to spend some money like for Christmas or New Year for your loved ones, please do search before you pay the money. I have lots of calls from lots of people which they have been already paid a huge amount of money, 10, 20 grand, and in the end they have bought at Hong Kong movement, which is just only 3% of the original one. They said it's 18 karat gold, but it's 9 karat and basically gold plated, and the rest is just stainless steel movement, which after 10-15 days wearing it, you can recognize that the watch will stop. And so every single watch which is got name on, like a Rolex, Patek, AP, like you see in Vacheron Constantin, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Senf, Breguet, Blancpain, etc., etc., they are really desirable, and they go, every single component tells you that